Today, I'm going to introduce you to the wonderful world of bidets and why you should be using one. I'm going to be giving my honest review on the EcoNova bidet seat, which was generously provided to me by the family-owned company Many Bidets. I've been using a bidet for about 5 years now, but I wish I would have been introduced to them sooner. And not just because I continue to deal with bathroom issues as a result of being diagnosed with colorectal cancer and having an ileostomy that was reversed after I finished treatment. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jelena, and I was diagnosed with stage 3 colorectal cancer back in 2016 at the age of 34. But enough about me. Let me tell you my thoughts on the EcoNova bidet. Before I even open the lid, let me show you, I'm actually sitting on the lid. It's a sturdy material. It holds up to 400 pounds. Second, it's a low profile design, which means that you can get behind it and you can clean the tank really easily. The bidet comes with this remote and stand that you can mount onto the wall. I was waiting until after I thoroughly had a chance to test out the bidet before mounting the stand to the wall, so that will happen shortly. I love that the remote has this nozzle clean setting so that I can have the nozzle come out and show you what it looks like without getting sprayed with water. So let's take a peek. Hit that button. Let's zoom in a little and see if you can tell there are 2 sets of holes where the water sprays out. The round one is for the front spray. The oval-shaped one is for the posterior spray. Now let's take a look at what the posterior and front washes look like in action. First, this one is the posterior wash. And then I hit the oscillating button, and that's what that looks like. And now time to switch over to the front wash. And I will also test out the oscillating feature on the front wash as well for you to see. Want to up your posterior cleaning game even more? Tap the HC massage button on the remote. I like using this feature when I'm having a bad bathroom day. I can't really demonstrate it super easily because you can't feel hot and cold through the video. But it starts out spraying you with warm water, then it cycles to cold to cool a burning or sensitive butt. And then it just continues to cycle back up to the warm, whatever warm setting you had it set at. That's the maximum that it heats up to for warm. Cycles back to cold over and over until you hit the stop button. I'm gonna test that and see that. I've never had that on a bidet before. Sounds interesting. Ooh, cold. Oh, gets quite cold. There. Hope that's warming back up now. Okay. Very interesting. Could be soothing. I don't use the feature all the time, but as I mentioned before, it's great for those days when you've had multiple bathroom trips, if you're experiencing diarrhea, or I see it as a great option on those colonoscopy prep days. As I just mentioned, the HC massage button, it cycles from warm water to cold water, and the warm water, it maxes out at whatever warm water setting you had it set at. So there's a button on the remote to set how warm you want the water, and the light above it, it changes color based on how warm you want the water. There are 4 temperatures to choose from. And since it has an instant water heater, you have an unlimited amount of warm water that you can use to clean your butt up. So you've already saved some toilet paper by using the bidet feature to wash up after you've had a bowel movement. Now you can save even more by using the dryer feature on this bidet. Like the water temperature, you can choose how warm or cool you want the air. The hottest air setting is so hot, I can only use it a few seconds before it feels like it's going to burn my butt. So I use the middle temp setting. The dryer gently blows air on the whole backside area. And I don't use the dryer every time that I go to the bathroom, but when I do, it takes less than a minute to get my butt sufficiently dry. I still use a little bit of toilet paper too to dab any stray wet spots, but it's a lot less toilet paper than I would use had I not used the dryer function. Let me show you what it looks like with a little bit of toilet paper hanging. I like knowing that this bidet uses UV technology to clean the nozzle after each use, so I know that it's going to be nice and clean every time that I use it. A cool but more novelty of a feature is that it has a night light. Let me turn it on. I kind of wish it had some sort of sensor on it so that it would only turn on when the seat was raised, because I don't need the nightlight on all the time, but it is nice to have, like when you're going to the bathroom in the middle of the night and you don't want to turn an overhead light on. The night light is a nice gentle light to have to help guide you while you're using the bathroom. My last favorite feature of this seat that I will love even more once wintertime hits here in Colorado is the heated seat. Again, there are 4 temperature options to choose from, and I like the middle warm temp. It feels really warm when I first sit down, but then either my butt adapts to it or it cools off a little because it doesn't feel as hot after I've been sitting on it for a little bit. Sitting down on a warm seat, having your butt washed off with warm water and blown dry with a warm dryer is an experience I highly recommend. If you get poop anywhere else on you, you don't just use a piece of dry toilet paper to wipe it off and you're done. You would at least use some water to wash it off. Your butt deserves that too. Did someone forget to restock the toilet paper in your bathroom and you didn't realize it until you've already sat down and done your business on the toilet? No need to fear if you've got a bidet. It took me about 2 weeks to adjust to this new bidet, test out all of the features it has to offer, and figure out what combination of settings I liked the most so that I could get the best experience out of using it. There are a lot of adjustments that you can make to the water temperature, the water pressure, the nozzle positioning, so it can take a little bit to find that perfect sweet spot that's just right for you. The nice thing though about buying this bidet from manybidets.com is they offer a 60-day risk-free trial of it so that you can really decide whether or not this unit is right for you. They also offer a 4-year warranty on it, so you have peace of mind knowing that it's going to last. After 3 weeks of use, I give this unit 4.9 out of 5 stars. The only thing that dings it just a little bit is the fact that you get a very brief spritz of cold water before the warm water starts flowing for the wash. Otherwise, the ability to adjust the water, dryer, and seat temperature, nozzle position, the water pressure, and having the oscillating nozzle to give you a thorough tushy cleaning means that with a little bit of an adjustment, everyone can find a setting that works well for them. The remote is also sturdy, so if I accidentally drop it, I don't anticipate any of the buttons breaking, which is an issue that I had with a previous bidet, which meant some of the features weren't available to use anymore because that button was broken. If you're interested in getting the Econova bidet or looking at other options, feel free to use my referral link, which will help support my channel. A clickable link is in the description. And if you have any questions about the Econova bidet that I didn't cover in this video, let me know in the comments below. To learn more about my journey with colorectal cancer, you can click on the playlist right over here. Or click on this video here that YouTube thinks you would like from my channel. Thank you for watching.